Hello everyone, this is my submission for Cordless Projects. This is my Super Mario 3D World Randomizer. This is a thing of, I haven't worked on it in a little bit now, but it was something I was working on quite often earlier in the year. And basically what this does is that this randomizes all of the stages in the game. So, for example, instead of the first stage, you can get a Toad House. Or the second stage, you can get like some random post-game level that's like really hard and not meant to be in World 1. So that's the joy. You'd be surprised by what you get. Be like, oh no, I got Champions Road. It's like, oh, I'm terrible at Champions Road. But anyway, so let's kick off with saying what some of my challenges were in this. And basically the game is a bit weird to work with if you don't know the source code and how stuff works, and especially when stuff is in a different language. Like if I scroll down here, after I've loaded all these files I need to edit, these stage types determine the behavior of stages. So if a stage type is a Toad House, then it behaves like a Toad House rather than like a so it keeps the game held together basically, because if some stages have the wrong stage types after being randomized, then they kind of break a bit. So this whole section here is responsible for making sure each stage after it's been randomized has the correct stage type. As you see, I have my comments here: stage type for Captain Toad, stage type for Toad House, stamp houses and stuff, which helps out. Yeah. Thank you very much for the developers of OEAD, because that helps with editing Nintendo file formats, specifically like SNES and BYAML, and it's all very useful. It was designed but for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but it works with other Nintendo games like Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, it doesn't work with Wii U 3D World, unfortunately, so that seems to be off the cards at the moment, but I could do Bowser's Fury support. Considering this is the Switch version of 3D World that I'm editing, Bowser's Fury support is definitely a possibility. It's just that I haven't gotten around to it yet, and it's going to work differently because I'm guessing it's how the islands themselves are going to change and stuff, and that's probably not going to be as simple as it's going to be. Well, I'm not saying this was simple, this was hard. This is probably just be harder. And yeah. And if I had more time, yeah, I would do Bowser's Fury support. I would make the process more automated of generating randomized orders of levels and stuff. Easier sharing as well is a cool thing to have on the cards. But yeah, I can walk you through the code here. So this whole first section of the randomizing function is just all loading the files I need to edit. This section here of the list, the empty lists here are for avoiding duplication, avoiding randomized duplications. So for example, with this loop here, let's say I generate a number of 63, and it appends it to the list. So it appends it to the list, and what happens is that when the loop comes back for the next go, if it randomizes 63 any other time, it will notice that it's in the list and will just basically say no, you can't do this one again. So then just keeps randomizing until it's a unique number. So that's a very cool thing. can do, as I mentioned, this is like managing stage types. This whole section down here is changing the world map, because changing the file that handles what stages are on what slots, which so that controls the order. It doesn't change the world map. So what I have to do is I have to edit the world map files, and they're very, very big files as well. So the randomizer isn't the fastest thing in the world, but I enumerate through it, I check for models that are loaded in parameters, and then I just change the name of them so it loads a different model. And then, yeah, after all that's done, it packs all the files back together here. Basically, you're done. There's other stuff like a music randomizer and whatnot. It's not most important thing here, because the real meat and bones of this project is the actual level randomizer. So this is the software right here. You can load your directory of your ROMFS. What that is your own dump of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Because like, I'm not just going to give you the files for free, because you know that would be illegal. So you have to do that yourself. Your own means, your own legal dump of the game, by the way. And you have the options here: generate spoiler file, randomize music, randomize language. Generate spoiler file is very useful because it tells you what stages that you have randomized. And I've already prepared a randomized level order for this video, and here it is right here. This is what I generated. So see, I got Toad House as the first stage of the game, etc. Blast Box Skyway, Bowser's Highway Showdown. Go through all of this, and yeah, obviously it's called a spoiler file because it would spoil you if you have not seen, if you have not played the game yet with the randomized order. So you can see how it tells you what slot it's on, so 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and it tells you the original slot. Toad Houses, they don't really have original slots, they're all just kind of the same stage, so that doesn't really matter. But the actual stages, oh, so this is from Flower 8, oh, this is from 1 castle, this is from 1 tank. So it gives you more information on where the stages came from. So already, Flower 8, that's a post-game stage, it's a very late game, that's a hard stage. So yeah, this is a very cool thing to have. So I can show you right now. This, by the way, this will be, the download for this will be in the description of this video, so you can all enjoy it. Just make sure you have your own dump and stuff. It's going to have a readme file. It's going to have a readme file in the zip archive, and it would explain how to generate your stuff, basically. So yeah, here's Yuzu. This is the Initiative Switch emulator. How I used to test this, because I do not have a modded Switch, but I believe this does work on a modded Switch, so you can try it on that. But yeah, let's go right ahead, I guess.
Super Mario 3D World!
So, I'm just going to go right in, pick Mario. I'm going to skip the first cutscene, so I get to the stages quicker. You can already see, right here, Toad House, 1-1. And you can see how over here is Big Galumba Blockade, which will be this, which is normally where the Lucky House is. So you can really see how the spoiler file is already accurate. So let's just do the Toad House. Lucky guess. This is Big Gloomba Blockade.
Okie dokie.
This is from World 2, as you can see on the notepad. Just keeping my distance. Yeah, this is World 2A normally, but now it's the Lucky House in World 1. Yeah, this is just overall a really cool thing. It was so satisfying when it actually came together and worked perfectly. So here's Blast Block, as I said earlier, World Flower 8. This is very late into the game. Like, so late in fact, it's probably one of the last stages in the game. Yeah. Like, just for example, you can be bombarded with post-game stages. That may not be the most fun thing in the world, to be honest. You can just go through the stage. Oh god. That was... oh god. No. Okay, well... That was just me being bad at the video game. But, yeah, I think you all get the point. I hope you enjoyed watching me showcase this project off. I hope everyone else's projects and being submitted are also really cool. I hope you enjoyed mine, I hope you enjoy theirs, I hope I enjoy theirs. It's gonna be amazing. And may the best project win. It's gonna be so cool. Events like this are fun.